Welcome back. We start with some breaking news coming in. The Places of Worship Act and a crucial verdict from the Supreme Court order. The Supreme Court has gone on to say that no further suits in Places of Worship Act and further suits can be filed. No registering. The Supreme Court has asked how many suits are pending. The counsels have gone on to argue that 18 suits are pending with respect to 10 places is what we are learning at this point in time. Sambhav Sharma, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Sambhav, अगर आप मेरी आवाज़ सुन पा रहे हैं? Sambhav? All right, we'll have Sambhav join us momentarily, but okay. संभव अगर आप मेरी आवाज़ सुन पा रहे हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट उच्च न्यायालय का बड़ा ऑर्डर, बिग ऑर्डर कमिंग in relationship to the number of suits that can be filed when it comes to challenging what happened in the 90s. Siddharth Rege, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Siddharth, if you can hear me.
Yes, Vinny.
Right, Siddharth, this is a crucial order, and of course the Supreme Court is worried that there has to be a limitation to the number of orders and suits that can be filed.
Yes, Vinny, this is a very important hearing that is currently underway in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court, which is obviously the CJ who is hearing the case, has just passed this interim order where they have said that there won't be any orders, no pleas will be filed on Places of Worship Act or pertaining to Places of Worship Act until the next hearing is taken up by the Supreme Court. This also includes every single other case that is currently being heard by the lower courts as well. Beyond this, Vineet, the Supreme Court has also asked the government to respond in 4 weeks, also observing that there's been no response on record that has been filed by the government. So no hearings on suits will happen till the next date. The government will be filing its response as well. And this is something that has come right now from the Supreme Court. Next hearing is set to be is going to be happening in the next 8 weeks, and that is where that is the timeline till where no final orders are to be passed as per the Supreme Court order in this case.
Thank you, Siddharth, for that. Sambhav Sharma is also joining us at this point in time on the phone line. Sambhav, बड़ा निर्देश उच्च न्यायालय की तरफ से.
Yes, the Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, has made it very clear that till the time the centre will not file its response, which it ought to file, the Supreme Court is not moving further. However, having said that, the top court has made few things very clear, and in the meanwhile, the Supreme Court will have to file the counter affidavit, a kind of rejoinder, in 4 weeks. So that's one, and apart from it, without the centre's response, we cannot decide. This is what is said by the Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, and some notices are issued. Earlier also, the notices were issued on this Ashwini Upadhyay's petition challenging the Places of Worship Act 1991. And there are few very important things which Supreme Court said, or rather it's an interim order, a kind of interim order which the Supreme Court passed, wherein it said that no orders, including orders of survey in the meantime, to be conducted. No order should be given by the courts of the country, especially the lower courts of the country, till the time the matter is underway in the Supreme Court. And also, fresh suits may be filed but not registered, and court shouldn't pass order. So it's a kind of restraint from the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has made it clear that courts should not pass orders in this Places of Worship Act 1991. If a petition is filed in the lower court seeking a survey of a monument, then the court should not pass an order. Court should restrain. So it's a kind of it's an order where the Supreme Court has restrained the lower courts from passing any order in this Places of Worship Act and also the surveys. And mind you have seen how a Sambhal matter unfolded as the lower court has passed an order for the survey. So law and order is the primary thing which the Supreme Court bench led by Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna said in Sambhal matter as well. And again, the Supreme Court has made very clear: one, the centre will have to file the response in this Places of Worship Act. Two, the fresh suits may be filed but not registered, and courts shouldn't pass orders. And three, no orders, including orders of the survey in the meantime, till the time this matter is in the top court of the country and the Supreme Court is hearing this case.
All right, Sambhav, thank you for that.